This is Mwangaza Prime News with Daisy Paul.
A very good evening to you. Ninth day. I trust you're doing fine. My name is Daisy Paul and our sign language interpreter is Naomi Mathu. Now this morning, the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Honorable Julius Migoso Gamba, together with his Italian counterpart, Ms. Anna Maria Banini, launched the Kenya-Italy Higher Education Science and Research Roadshow and inaugurated the INEL Foundation as well as the Race for Africa TVET program at Strathmore University, Nairobi. The initiatives underscore the strong and growing partnership between Kenya and Italy in advancing collaboration in priority areas of mutual research interests, including agri-tech, energy, satellite and cyber technologies, water management and entrepreneurship.
For the inauguration of these transformative TVET programs and for the launch of the Kenya-Italy Roadshow on higher education, science and research. Today marks a significant milestone in our bilateral relations with the Republic of Italy and a bold step forward in our shared vision of sustainable development in areas of common interest such as agri-tech, energy, satellite and cyber, water management and of course entrepreneurship. We meet at a pivotal moment when the world is witnessing the shift of the Mattei Plan for Africa from political framing to concrete, on-the-ground implementation. Today, here in Nairobi, we are seeing the Mattei spirit, a non-predatory and equal partnership coming to life. The INEL Foundation and the Race for Africa's commitment to training the trainers and providing high-level managerial courses ensures that the technical skills transferred are not just for today's repairs, but for tomorrow's innovation in smart grids, green hydrogen, and decentralized renewables. A partnership in higher education, science and research, especially in agri-tech, water management, and entrepreneurship, will support not just the building of human capital, but in finding solutions to the challenges that we face in these areas. At the same time, this collaboration will foster forward-looking research and innovation that will prepare both our nations for a resilient future.
Thank you, Your Excellency, fellow Minister, for your hospitality, for your words. You described as your excellent, valuable reform of education, both education and higher education. We totally adhere to it. In Italy, we are doing the same. We're trying to do the same and to invest all what we can invest in training, education, because we are a hub that produce future. We, universities, research entities, fine arts entities, continuously produce future. And that's what we want to do from now onwards.
The government has reviewed the food and nutrition security in the country following the escalating drought situation occasioned by suboptimal performance of the short rains in the 2025 October to December season. More resources have been released to procure more food and non-food items for the 3.3 million people in need of support across the country for water provision, livestock feed and other related interventions. Cabinet secretaries, principal secretaries and heads of relevant agencies met to review the situation, agreed on how to streamline the last mile delivery modalities to cushion the people of Kenya and their livelihoods from the effects of drought.
The purpose of this meeting was to review the ongoing interventions by the government of Kenya on the situation of the droughts, the mitigation interventions that we are making on droughts. As you are aware, the performance of the last rains, October to December season, was suboptimal. They did not perform very well. So many counties, up to 23 counties, are in need of support in terms of human food, livestock feed, and other drought mitigation interventions. Overall, 3.3 million people across our country are affected, and we also need food to reach our schools, to make sure that our learners are not disrupted by the ongoing drought situation. Therefore, we have reviewed the ongoing interventions. We have resolved to upscale the interventions. We have also resolved to diversify the food available so that we can take care of sensitive, special sections of society, including children, women, and the invalids. We have also asked and directed that all county steering committees be activated, and that we need to work on the last mile delivery of food. We are taking a little long for the food to reach the population in their areas, and therefore we've directed that those teams be activated, and we are going to work through a better supply chain and last mile delivery program going forward. We are also making interventions for water tracking, for livestock, and for people, and we're going to request for that process also to be expedited.
Leaders allied to the Kenya Kwanza administration from Murang'a County say the region is benefiting significantly from being part of the government of the day, dismissing speculation about any political realignment. Speaking in Kangema, Murang'a County, the leaders led by Lands and Housing Cabinet Secretary Alice Wahome said the county continues to reap dividends from the Kenya Kwanza administration. They cited accelerated development projects across the county, including the construction and upgrading of roads, the establishment of modern markets, and the rollout of affordable housing initiatives.
Kazi ya serikali inafanywa na serikali, sio opposition. Opposition wako na kazi yao ya kukosoa serikali, na hiyo ni sawa, na tungetaka hata serikali isichape opposition. Opposition watu tuchapane na ideas na maono na kazi. Na ninaongea hivyo nikijua ile mipango ya serikali huwezi kupatana nayo kama wewe unaongea lugha tofauti na serikali.
Ndio utajua ni nani utaweka tick, ule mwingine ajue ni nani. Mwishowe tuhesabu kura zote. So nataka kusema watu wa Kiambogo, hata igawa mumeumia, wale ambao biashara zao zimechomeka, poleni sana, lakini nataka kumwambia kuna serikali kupitia kwa MP wenu ambao inasikiliza, na ndio tuko hapa. Milioni 4 mimi siwezi pata nikiwa peke yangu.
The Kenya National Security Workers Union has urged the government to establish a clear framework to ensure security workers are issued with firearms while carrying out their duties. Speaking during the union's national delegates elections held in Likuyani, the re-elected Secretary General Isaac Ndabwa said the absence of a clear policy on arming security personnel has exposed guards to serious danger, especially as criminals continue to use modern weapons. According to Ndabwa, security workers face frequent threats from armed criminals, particularly in large institutions, putting their lives at risk. He stressed that security personnel must be equipped with guns to effectively protect lives and property.
Responsibility ya hiyo PISRA ilikuwa ya tuliweka tukafight irrecreate the industry. tulikuwa tunataka tukue na elite private security officers on the ground, kwa sababu polisi peke yake hawatoshi mambo ya security. Watu wamefanya uchochezi, wajapatia bawabu bunduki, na tulisema ya kwamba bawabu wakwe trained. Mambo ya mkoloni ya rungu nilisema kitambo iliisha. Bawabu wako trained, they are supposed to be given tools of trade. Uwezi kuwa na ngoja Equity Bank na rungu, that is an abuse to us. Uwezi kuwa na ngoja university ya watu maelfu na nini na rungu. Sasa uwezi wanaenda kuiba kompyuta, na huku Western wanaenda kuiba unga ya ugali kwa shule, wanaua askari. Is that relevant? Imagine unasikia Malaba huko Malaba watu wameiba unga, wameua nani? Askari. So we need to be given tools of trade to defend ourselves. You can't protect property and life na wewe mwenyewe uko exposed. Sasa union ni Kenya National. Hiyo ingine inaletwa na watu ambao walipi minimum wage. Ili badala ya kufanya mambo ya CBA tuanze vita na nini na wao. Na tunasema kwamba members wamekataa, union yao ni Kenya National. So wacha wakae kidogo hapa around, lakini tumesema ya kwamba tutawanyorosha. Tukiwapata wanafanya mchezo kwa sekta yetu ama kwa kampuni ambayo kuna CBA, tumesema tutaenda kotini, tutatini nao wapi on the ground, because they are confusing us. Badala ya kuserve members, we begin radicals.
Kweli tunaona kama government ya saizi I support sheria na wanafanya some unconstitutional ruling, especially by registering 2 unions within the same sector representing employees within the same cadre. That registration of another union brings confusion and conflict among the employees. So we feel kwamba hapo hakukuwa na justice na hakukuwa na fairness, and we feel maybe kuna hidden agenda ya ku ruin all the effort that has been brought by the Kenya National Private Security Workers, including the
African maritime stakeholders have called for a united continental position on the proposed new global net zero framework aimed at combating sea emissions as discussion on its implementation are taking shape. Speaking at a regional workshop in Mombasa, Kenya's Special Envoy for Climate Change, Ali Mohammed, said Kenya is in full support of the International Maritime Organization idea on decarbonization of shipping lines to help curb the increasing sea emissions and create more opportunities for port modernization, green investments, and job creation.
Shipping is definitely the backbone of Africa's trade. Over 90%, as Eric and Justice have said, of our external trade moves by the sea. Any changes to global shipping rules will therefore have direct operational, economic, and regulatory implications for our ports and for our administrations. The discussions on the net zero framework at the IMO last year unfolded against a backdrop of tense geopolitics and uncertainties. It was a privilege for me, after a long absence from IMO negotiations, to rejoin last year's meeting. We all know the outcome, which failed to reach consensus.
As you may be aware, there is a strategy called the Net Zero Framework that was brought to IMO in October. What this strategy says is that up to 2050, there should be change in the use of fossil fuel as we know it today. We said as Africans we need to speak with one voice, we need to explore and discuss so that we are able to come up with a solution which we can present to the world. But we have also an opportunity that the heads of state of African Union are meeting this week. We want it to be an agenda in that discussion so that there is a conversation as we go forward on that implementation.
We do hope that Africa will support the adoption of the net zero framework, because it's really important, because that is the future. The future is in green industrialization. The future is in green development. For us, a continent that suffers most, a continent that's most vulnerable, requires that we must be in the forefront of addressing climate change.
With that report, we're now taking a short commercial breather, but don't go far. We're coming back with more.
Unatazama Mwangaza TV, tumaini lako.
Ukitaka mali safi kuja Kemuma, CCTV utapata Kemuma, mulika mwizi, electric fence utapata Kemuma, automatic gate utapata Kemuma, fire system, alarm system, fingerprint, automatic gate, mali safi, kila kitu ya security ni Kemuma. Tumetambulika Kenya nzima Kemuma. Twende nalo Kemuma, njoo na mi Kemuma, twende Kemuma. Vitu ni fresh mali yote fresh, hapana deal na mtumba, kila kitu ni fresh. Ukitaka mali safi, njoo na mi twende Kemuma engineering system. Wa security tuko fiti, hatuna competition, wanajua tuko fiti. Suka
Kemuma Engineering Systems. We mind your security.
Usipitwe na vipindi uvipendavyo katika runinga ya Mwangaza. Unaweza kutufuata na kuzungumza nasi kupitia mitandao yetu ya kijamii kama vile Facebook, like and share. Ukurasa wetu wa runinga ya Mwangaza tufuate kupitia Instagram @Mwangaza TV Kenya, Twitter @Mwangaza TV, mtandao wa TikTok @Mwangaza TV, YouTube kupitia Mwangaza TV Kenya. Mwangaza TV, tumaini lako.
Ukiwa na biashara yako ambayo ungependa imfikie mteja wako vyema na kwa njia sabamba, zungumza nasi kupitia 0758487904, 0758487904. Mwangaza TV ni tumaini la biashara yako.
Unatazama Mwangaza TV, tumaini lako.
Nairobi County has launched its first large-scale coordinated cleanup exercise, signaling the start of an intensified push to modernize waste collection and disposal across the capital. Maureen Jerry, the county executive committee member for Green Nairobi, said the initiative goes beyond the routine daily cleanups carried out by the county's more than 4,000-strong Green Army, marking the beginning of a broader transformation in how the city handles waste. Nairobi Central MCA Mwaneki Kwenya emphasized the importance of public participation, noting that sustainable cleanliness requires collective effort from residents and business alike.
And I'm the County Executive Committee member for Green Nairobi. Today we are here together with our teams, our Green Army teams, together with our technical officers, our sub-county environment officers, our environment officers in the wards, together with the team from the Central Borough, where we have our borough manager, together with the sub-county administrator and the ward administrators. We are here in CBD today to conduct a mega cleanup. This cleanup is going to be the first cleanup that we are going to do this year in 2026. We have not held any other cleanup since the year began. Previously, we held some cleanups within CBD in 2025, but we have felt that we now need to increase the number of cleanups that we are going to do, not just in CBD, but across the sub-counties and in the wards. The whole idea today was for us to be able to come together as a team and to be able to see how best we can be able to clean CBD, so that even as the residents are coming in to town tomorrow, those ones who are coming to work and those who are probably even just coming to shop, they'll be able to come and find a clean CBD. We are grateful to His Excellency the Governor for the support that he's been able to give us, and even just for the support in terms of just trying to ensure that these cleanups happen and that the teams are able to congregate in this manner for us to be able to clean the city. We are in the process of upscaling our waste management solutions and systems for this city. In the coming month or two, we are now going to be onboarding a system, an integrated system for solid waste, which will be seeing where we are going to have material recovery facilities being set up that are going to enhance our circular economy approaches, whereby waste management now will be a thing that is going to be conducted together with the stakeholders, together with members of the public, together with all our partners coming on board to support us in terms of just making sure that all the waste that we generate as a city is collected, is safely transported for recovery, and that all the recovered waste is also repurposed for other purposes. We are looking forward to having this system coming on board, because then it is going to enhance our system for waste management in the city.
The government has officially launched electricity projects in Kalamene and Munyakiri in Igembe South constituency, Meru County, a move that brought to an end years of darkness. According to the Cabinet Secretary for Energy, Opiyo Wandayi, the project worth 25 million shillings will benefit 385 houses and is expected to improve the lives of residents at a large extent. The availability of electricity is expected to improve economic development, improve the provision of health and education services, as well as enable small businesses to grow in the area.
Lakini la muhimu zaidi, Mheshimiwa Rais Daktari William Ruto kupitia bunge la taifa ameweka pesa katika hii kaunti ya Meru. Tukiongeza ile pesa ya Africa Development Bank ni karibu shilingi bilioni 2.7, 2.7 billion in the entire county of Meru, ili kuunganisha stima kwa wananchi karibu 32,000. Na hii constituency yenu hii ikapewa karibu shilingi milioni 350 kuunganisha stima kwa karibu wananchi 5,000 na zaidi. Vile vile Mheshimiwa Rais ameweka pesa karibu shilingi 1.2 billion kwa ajili ya kujenga substation mpya ya Kenya Power pale Maua. Hiyo substation ya stima itawezesha hii eneo ya Igembe kwa jumla iwe na stima ambayo ile stima ambayo iko kila wakati. So Mheshimiwa Waziri, hapa hii constituency ya Igembe South, William Samoei Ruto rais wetu mpendwa ametupatia 304 million shillings kuwekea nyumba 4,004 stima. Tupigie rais wetu makofi. Na mnajua KPLC imekuwa na operation kubwa sana, na kuna zile illegal connection ambao ni mbaya sana. Watu wanachimbia moto huko chini, wanaipelekea inaenda kutokea huko. Hiyo inaweza sababisha maafa.
Kenya Power hakuna siku hata moja wanafaa kukata kikingi ya stima kama vile ambavyo vikingi zinakatwa hapa kutumia hapa Waso. Wakati ambapo kuna operation, watu wa Kenya Power wahusishe watu wote. Kuna siku moja watu wa eneo hili la Akachu waliweza kung'olewa transformer 5 siku moja na hawakuwa wameambiwa. Transformer pale Mteokeama ikakuja ikatolewa, hapa Etuampio ikatolewa, pale Tira Primary School ikatolewa, hapa Nkenja ikatolewa, wakaenda kule Kiurune wakatoa transformer. Wananchi hawakujulishwa mambo kama hayo.
Hospitali iko karibu hapa, hatupati vipimo vizuri njoo hakuna stima, tunafanywa stima na hii sola. Watu wengi hawataki hata kuja hiyo hospitali, wanaenda kutafuta unduma kwa hospitali zingine huko mbali. Na ninajua tukiwekewa hii stima hata biashara zetu zitafufuka kwa hii area ya Kalamene. Juu Kalamene hata manyumba mengi yamefungwa, hakuna kazi, hakuna stima, tunakaa kwa giza. Lakini ninashukuru serikali ya Ruto kwa huu mradi ametuletea hapa, juu itasaidia wamama sana kwa biashara zao.
Tunafurahi sana, na ni kwa sababu ya mheshimiwa wetu John Paul Nakawe kutuletea hii mradi wa stima.
That report brings us to the end of this program. Many thanks for staying with us. My name is Daisy Paul, and our sign language interpreter is Naomi Matthew. On behalf of the entire team, we wish you a good night.